I said I'm quitting and I'm gonna become a Z fighter in Dragon Ball Super.
Nice. That actually
Yeah,
sounds lovely.
yeah.
I,
It's
su-
possible.
I support you on that journey.
Why is it that my favorite character from that show is Frieza, and he also has to be the most racist character in the show, and probably most anime?
There's a lot of parallels in your regard in most of podcasting.
Yeah. That makes sense. You are my favorite podcaster, and you are technically the most racist podcaster I've ever listened to. So,
Oh, I thought you were saying you and Frieza are kindred spirits. At least that's what I was.
oh
Why?
no, it's you. It's definitely you. Listen,
Oh,
STG guys, you'll hear it.
this little podcast called at SD Geek Pod on Instagram. Find the links there. Racist your way through that river, if you will. I don't know.
AJ definitely did. He created the river.
The river of racism. The river de raciste, if you will. Of course.
Resist.
Raciste. It's like racist, but with an E at the end. Little cute
Okay,
accent
okay.
on the I. What was I going to say? Speaking of me, though, and all my evil ways, if you will, I hate to give myself such a glorious title, but why not? I've found that with my old age, I am becoming much more anal retentive, for sure.
Okay, you're holding more things in your ass. That makes sense.
A lot of things to where I'm becoming irritable from it. Yeah, exactly. That's how anal retentiveness works, right? I was I had to pick up my dog today because my sister was sweet enough to watch them. Shout out to my sister Alyssa, and she's taking care of him because old teddy bear was really sick, as we told you and your wife a couple weeks ago, and but he's doing a lot better, thankfully. He had like a mean spleen rupture, which was not looking good for the old boy, not looking good at all. But I drove him in my truck to the veterinary office the night he got diagnosed. And the boy is a long-haired, like red retriever, if you will. He's like retriever, chow mix, something fluffy, something big-time sheddy. We'll put it that way. That's his breed. And officially. And that boy got fur everywhere, mostly in the back seat area, in the back of the cab, but somehow it made it to the front. It made it into my hair, into my lap, and he wasn't even on my lap at any point. Anyway, I picked him up from my sister's house earlier today because it was time for him to come home, which is awesome. And boy, did it all over again. And I was
Gonna make you pay.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thanks for taking care of me, bitch. That was, and so I went to the car wash so I can they have free vacuums afterward. So I did that, and I was just getting more and more frustrated. And I was just like, God damn it! Like, if anything, I'm gonna have to do what that ruptured spleen couldn't do and kill my dog, because I just
Right out the window.
right
Going
out the
60,
window.
Just. There goes Scooby Doo.
There goes Scooby fucking Doo. I was just getting so upset. of like, God damn it, I take pretty good care of this car. I wash it regularly, I vacuum it, and here's this monster fluff balls everywhere. And I just found myself getting more and more angry by it. That's all. I'm happy he's okay, but I will be doing what that ruptured spleen could not, and murder that boy.
Nice. Well, I'm glad he's doing better. Like, is he
Me too.
better, or is he still kind of in the woods?
He's had surgery, so they've
You ended up doing the surgery.
luckily they were able to do a really good job. So thank you and thank God. And they did, surgery was a success. I think we're still finding out what the biopsy of a mass that was removed was. So hopefully everything's good there. But ultimately, he's on the upswing of things. He's doing better. He's got his medication.
Nice.
So his medication is now to make him comfortable and help him recover, as opposed to just putting a Band-Aid over a freaking 20-mile long gash.
Nice.
In his
Better and drugged up. I like it.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like John and AJ. Absolutely.
Well, actually, I need my drug. What drug are you drugging right now?
I am about to be drugging on this drug that my wife got me a few days ago as a surprise. It's actually my turn to finally have Mead on the show, so I'm excited.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I think it's my first time having Mead on the show, if I'm not mistaken. And it is by Chaucer's. It's Chaucer's raspberry mead. So it's delicious.
Damn, you're already halfway
honey
done with that
mead.
bitch.
Oh yeah, we had a night together a couple nights ago. We're just like, you know what? Let's just break it open, crack this baby open, and see what it's like. It's pretty fun. I'm just gonna give it a little swish to mix it because since there is honey in it, it can be a little thick. Not like weird thick, just enough to where it's like, no, let me just make sure this bitch is mixed.
Okay, that sounds like me. Sounds like the perfect definition of me.
Yeah, she's thick, and I want her mixed. Absolutely. What are you having, my good sir?
I don't know.
You have a variety bag going on?
I wish I'd fucking wrecked shop
Ooh.
Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Go back to that episode. It should
Definitely
be out.
hungover that following day. Black Friday was hungover Friday for John.
A cold, hard Black Friday for old John here.
I think I'm gonna have me a Japanese IPA. Why not?
Ooh, I am so jealous. Show it to the camera. Talk to us about it, please. Let the people know.
It's definitely an IPA, I think, because it says IPA. Wait, right there. Wait, can you see it? I cannot see it. Oh, it's so bad.
It's a little dark.
It's so bad.
That's okay. I'm going to assume all those characters on there just say IPA all over again. Over and over again.
Yep.
That looks like John after he's had a couple IPAs.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. I'm pretty sure everything on here says IPA.
Yeah. We're just going to call that the E Honda IPA.
I wonder how this is going to taste. At the bottom it says Ulaho beer.
Ulaho?
Oh. Olaho beer? Olaho?
How do you spell that? I'm curious.
OHLAHO beer.
OHLAHO? Olaho. Japanese.
Olaho beer.
Ohio. That's what I'm getting. It's translating into Ohio. Meaning good morning, I suppose.
Check this out. Let's see if the camera gets it. Do you see the top? It's different.
Oh yeah. I do see that. Yeah, you know what? Whenever I have like Ito and green iced tea or like green tea cans, the tops kind of look like that as well.
Okay.
Must be one of them Japanese things. That's all I'm saying.
So,
I gotta make sure I censor that a little bit better.
Sounded just like Frieza right there.
If he was born in Ohio.
Oh man, let me wipe this thing down. It's come a long way.
Shout out to our Ohioans that are listening. Ohioites, Ohioans.
Hawaiians, I think is what it's pronounced.
Exactly, they are Hawaiians. We're just a little surprised at the beginning, that's all.
Listen to Dr. C-. He knows.
Oh yeah, he does. He knows very well. Well, mine says to enjoy chilled, so while mine's so cold, I'm going to pour me a tiny glass, but I think I'm going to do like my ancestors did and just drink it straight from the bottle.
I thought that's what you're going to do.
Oh yeah. I got a little bit just for the color reference, even though the bottle is obviously clear. But yeah, so this is what we got going right here.
Mine is 6%. What's yours?
Mine is 10.5. If I'm not
That's
mistaken.
actually weak for a mead,
right? But it does.
Leave it to AJ to get bitch percentage alcohol.
It was my wife, but at the same time, maybe she was looking out for me. Maybe she's like, I don't want to kill him just yet. There's let me see here. There's John, and then there's me, and then actually no, there's John, and there's myself and my wife.
And your wife
living in the castle.
I'm a pretty nice horse. If I'm
you
being
are
honest.
A pretty nice horse. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a little afraid to open this.
Open it. Do it. Yeah, as you can see here, 10.5% alcohol by volume. I'm pretty excited because it's been a while since I've had it. But it says chilled. Yeah. Serving suggestions chilled straight up. Which again, if it says straight up, that means straight from the bottle. Essentially, that's the only way to do it.
Okay.
Ooh, please tell me what you're getting from it.
Shall I go and run off and get a glass and pour this?
Go for it. Yeah. For color reference, it's not often we have a purely Japanese IPA on the show. But that being said, while John is away, we're going to do some shameless plugging real quick. If you want to support the show, it helps out a bunch. Patreon.com/BeerBellyPod, where you can unlock bonus episodes where we try to do them every month, where we talk about random movies, gaming, comics, TV shows. We'll go off your recommendations as well as suggestions. So the more of you that sign up for that Beer Belly Last Call $5 a month tier helps out a bunch. I mean, if you think about it, $5 a month for a whole year, what's that, like $60? About the price of an average tank of gas. Not bad, but that's just over the course of a year. So pretty chill. We also have a nice little $1 tier. It all adds up in the end. So get whether it's $1, $5 that you can spare to give, it all helps out a bunch if you can. Otherwise, just liking our posts on social media at BeerBellyPod, it always helps out a whole heck of a bunch. But now it is time for the color check for John's beautiful beer.
I'm just gonna pour the whole thing.
Go for it.
Even after you posted me saying I don't like people who do this, they're not my friends, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm allowed to change my mind.
Yeah, for sure. By all means. I like that you dressed up nicely for the show. You look good.
Oh, yeah,
like
for the show.
Yeah, for the show, sure.
I don't have a regular job. I'm actually homeless full time.
Oh, yeah. Go back to Paperback Brown, homeless porn star.
Mm-hmm. This is just the fancy box I'm in.
I love what you did with the decorating. Your wife did a lovely job.
All right, here we go. It's a pretty nice color.
That I was just thinking the same.
That is not a bad color at all.
No. Spotify, if you want to see the video the most easily, everybody, dude, please dive in and enjoy that.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna have a sip. Cheers.
Me too. Oh wow!
How we digging?
This is a little bit on the sweeter side.
Oh, sweet, yeah. Goes for both of us.
Yeah, 100% for you. It's not very hobby.
Okay.
It's definitely not a haze. It's a straightforward IPA, I believe, just a standard IPA, but the sweetness isn't overpowering.
That's good. Nice.
So, I'm gonna call this segment John's Triple T's.
Okay. T's away.
And the Triple T stands for Tokyo Story Time.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The story starts with the T. Or the story starts with the T for sure. Capital T. It's silent though.
Go on.
One of the days I was in Tokyo, I think it was Shibuya.
This is silent, you fucking idiot.
Again, Tokyo Story Time, but there's a T in front of the story. It's silent.
Yeah, like tsunami. Exactly. I knew what you were going for.
Yeah.
Exactly. No. Yeah. Hooked on phonics graduate talking over you.
Yeah, bitch.
Mr. Dr. C minus.
Dr. C minus here. This is when you come to get educated on things.
Can we add? Well said. Can we add the second title to your name to where you're Mr. Dr. C minus?
Mr. Dr. C minus. I like that. That does work. The longer the title, the more smarter you are.
Okay,
I
so
think we all know
Professor
this.
Mr. Dr. C minus.
There it is.
PhD.
You got to end it with the PhD. It's disrespectful if you don't.
Please don't lose your train of thought with my dumb ass.
Oh, I know.
Okay. He's
gotta say
anally retentive with everything. He's got the info down. He's going to pull it literally out of his ass.
I forgot to bring this up last time. I thought it was super cool. So I was in Shibuya.
Super with a silent T. Uh-huh.
Yes, all of my S's start with the silent T. Hooked on phonics, guys. It's magic.
It's done wonders for the Beer Belly podcast.
Yeah, Shibuya, which starts with the T. And I'm pretty sure that's where like the Godzilla's at.
Okay. Yes.
So this was our first official day in Tokyo. Because
Okay.
we arrived the previous day at like 4 p.m. And we thought we were going to be able to do stuff, but we got lost. But the second day was our official day, and I wanted a beer. A burr.
You deserve it.
Yeah.
It's a booyah, baby.
Yeah, with the T.
With the
and
T.
I found a place, and I got to say nowadays, most places are too liberal with the word brewery. If you're not
Yeah.
making the beer, don't fucking call yourself a brewery. But
Amen.
this is Japan with the T at the front of the Japan, and
Of course.
so it's excusable. You know, they're not educated in the beer.
They're coming along, but they aren't quite where we're at yet. Yes.
So I went there. I had like 4 different IPAs that were from different breweries in Japan,
Okay.
and I was sitting there with my wife, and we saw a giant jug that had a snake in it with liquid in it. So
Holy shit.
we asked the tender, "What's that?" And he said that it is what is it? So not soju. What's the other one?
Sake?
Sake. It was sake with an actual dead snake inside of it, a poisonous snake.
Oh,
And
shit.
Papa John decided to take a shot of it.
Wow, good for you.
Why not? You know, when in Japan.
If you're going to go to Japan, you might as well risk dying in Japan. What the fuck? Why not?
So I took it, and it was not bad. It was not bad at all.
Very cool.
I would definitely do it again. It was cheap too. I think it was only like $5 USD.
Not bad.
No, not at all. And then Yvonne looked into it a little bit, and I guess like the way they kill the snake is usually like the most gruesome way possible because they believe that it gives you properties like I think that's supposed to make you, you know, extra horny. And
Sure.
always, baby. Always. I got a dead snake in me called my penis. Except it's alive.
Slithering, sticking its little tongue out at you. Damn.
And I just remember one because there's different ways they do it, but one of the ways they murder the snake is they freeze it, but they keep it alive, and then I believe they drowned it. So it's like the most painful way to kill the snake to get all of that potency out of it.
And they club it in the head just to freaking tie a bow on it. Jeez, on the Lord.
Can you imagine dying drunk and frozen?
You know
What
what?
a way to go.
That's probably the best way I can think of going, to be real. Like some people might say, I want to go like the Notebook. That's what my wife and I always say. We want to go like the Notebook. Spoiler alert, they die holding hands in bed. It's very cute and touching. No, I'm probably going to die frozen somewhere drunk. And I'm okay with
Drunk. Yeah. I'm going to be the one calling your senile wife telling her that it happened.
that. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. I tried to pee on him to melt off the ice, but it just wouldn't thaw.
Who?
The boy
Your
died.
husband, AJ. Who?
Your lover. I don't know him.
That's going to happen. It's romantic. The AJ Sin story.
Oh, yeah. Some old bitch, I don't know. Damn. That's how it's going to go, though, huh? That's pretty intense, though. Jesus, that poor freaking snake. Just for being a snake. Gets the shit beat out of it and then turned into alcohol. Oh, crap.
And then John drinks it. Circle of life.
To think
Circle
that
of
Japanese snake would one day run into you years after, I don't know how long it's been dead for. We'll say eons after it's been killed.
I would assume so, yeah.
For your body to then consume part of its venom, if you will. That's pretty intense. A circle of life, indeed. I've seen the Lion
It
King.
continues. Yeah, that was fun. That definitely, I remember enjoying one of the IPAs. The other three were just okay. And that was the brewery I ended up going to that I loved. The one with the owl.
Yes, I remember you talking about that one. That
I don't
sounds
know
freaking sick.
Oh, here it is. This
Ooh,
bitch right here.
do show. Whoo. Hitachino?
Hoo hoo. Hoo 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 hoo.
Hitachino. Nest beer.
Yeah, it's fucking delicious.
I love the logo. It's pretty awesome.
It was really cool. And they also distilled whiskey. So I had some of their whiskey there too. At
Ooh.
that brewery specifically. But yeah, that was Tokyo Story Time with John.
Very nice. Tokyo Story Time with John. I love it. Nice. The segment on the show that's going to last for another few years.
I got stories.
You got stories that'll go? Oh,
I got stories that'll go.
I can't wait. I can't
Japan
wait.
was wild. By the way,
Yeah.
I can't go back to Japan, but it was wild.
It was wild while it lasted. That's all right. Respect to you. I'm glad you had a good time. That's awesome. Ooh, you liking that?
Yeah, I it does have a taste to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say not fresh taste, but it might just not be fresh. It's been what, almost a month and a half, and that's not even knowing when it was actually canned. And
Sure.
then it went from being cold to room temperature to thousands of feet in the air to room temperature to
Elevations.
cold.
Did you legally transport that beer, or is that not, or did you just not get caught?
No, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, you're totally fine to transport it as long as it's in your luggage. Yvonne and I bought fuck, I forgot it already. Sake,
Sake.
and I don't know if I said this story last time, but Yvonne and I, here we go, another
Oh, you
Tokyo
get two
story
this
time with
episode.
John.
Nice.
We went to a Michelin star ramen place,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to get their ass early because I assumed there was going to be a line. There was not a line.
Ooh,
So we
very
were there
good.
about 2 hours before anything was open.
Oh shit. Okay.
So Yvonne stayed just in case a line formed, and
Mm-hmm.
I circled around and I went to one place. I was like, oh, they got alcohol there. And I go to another place. They got more alcohol. I keep walking. Literally every booth is like a little bar, and this is all indoors. So
Tight.
think of like a food hall,
Mm-hmm.
like the packing district,
Yeah.
but with mostly beer.
That sounds lovely.
So when I was walking around, right next to the ramen place, there was a spot that had like 7 people in line. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So, and that specific place, I wasn't sure what it was because it didn't like advertise that they sold alcohol. So I had to like Google Map that bitch, and yeah, they had alcohol. So they ended up opening earlier than Google said, and we went, and we were like, why is there a line? Because they were releasing like a special edition sake, uh, that I guess the locals love. So we went in
Oh,
that line. We bought 2 bottles. Tastes like licorice. Not a fan.
whoa.
Not a
Interesting.
fan.
But I guess at least you got to experience something that like the locals like. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, and the fact that there was a line for it, so that shows you they really like it.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of was like serendipitous in its own way, where like it just worked out. John got to
Yep.
go exploring a little bit. That's awesome.
So it's been chilling on our table since we came back, and I've only taken 2 shots out of it because it literally tastes like black licorice. It's not good. Those Japanese people don't know what they're drinking.
It's like
It,
their
it,
version of Fireball. It's like a lot of
it's
people like it over there, but it's
a
just
little
okay.
bit a little better than Fireball,
Oh, okay. I mean,
but it's
vastly
also,
different flavor profile though.
I'd imagine, a lot weaker too. The sake
Mm.
is 15%. I don't know what Fireball's at.
I wouldn't know. Maybe 35, 45 around there, I would guess. Something like
Okay.
that. That's just my assumption.
Yeah. Okay. And then that's actually where I bought most of my IPAs. That was like the only place where I actually found bottles and cans of IPAs. They must have had a good 15 different selections of IPAs.
Oh, wow. That's
So
cool.
the guy talked enough English. It was a little hard, but he talked enough. So he was able to like recommend stuff.
Tight.
So it was really cool to just like chit chat with them as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good salesman. I definitely bought like 7 IPAs, and I'm down to my last 2. So
Ooh, baby. That's all good. I'm glad you're having them. I'm glad you're having them. And if anything, it's just an excuse for you to have to go back one day. Get some more.
I want to.
Heck yeah. Next year,
The,
you go back.
maybe, maybe.
Oh, you didn't say no.
I would love to, but I felt like 10 days wasn't enough,
Mm-hmm.
and that was just in Tokyo.
That's awesome. No, I'm glad you feel that way. That's actually really cool. I'm happy for you
Yeah,
guys.
I definitely would recommend everybody to go, especially before it gets more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I didn't know this until recently. October was the most visited month in the history of Japan. They had 3.5 million visitors.
Holy shit. What was the occasion?
I think it's because the currency is at the cheapest it's ever been.
Oh, whoa. So just everyone's like
I'm sh-
dipping in on that,
I'm
get taking
I'm
advantage.
sure that's what it is. We didn't even know when we went. Like we found this out maybe 3 weeks before our trip. We
Mm-hmm.
were just like, let's just go to Tokyo for our anniversary. Why not? And we literally just bought the tickets a few days later, not knowing that it was the best time to go in terms of money.
That's cool. I mean, again, like you said recently on an episode, unfortunate for them, but good for a lot of tourism. So at least that kind of promotes their industry anyway. So that's good.
And pro tip to anybody who's listening and who is going to Tokyo, and I'm just talking about Tokyo. Most places, like 95% of the places, take credit card.
Hell yeah, that's
So
convenient.
you don't have to do the whole currency exchange. Just make sure you have a credit card that doesn't charge you international fees.
True dat. True dat. Hell yeah, that's actually good. I love the pro tip. That's a very practical one. You don't get that kind of practical knowledge on
No.
Beer Belly very often. So when you get it, hold on to it and treasure it, because you don't know when you're going to get another nugget like that again. This has been John's TT, whatever you called it. With
It's triple T's.
Triple T's. That's right.
Yep,
my
Tokyo
bad.
Story Time with John.
It's funny you call it triple T's because there's at least one S and definitely a J also in there.
And a W, I'm pretty sure. They all start with T's, AJ.
You are absolutely right. Fuck
You are
me.
listening to Professor, Mr. Doctor, C minus, MD,
PhD.
or PhD.
No, you can have the MD as well. That's fine.
PhD, MD.
MD, PhD. All right. Well, we got to get going. This is going to be a quick little sweet quickie boy for y'all. But before we go, at BeerBellyPod on all your favorite socials, patreon.com/BeerBellyPod. Helps out a bunch, keeps the lights on. Chuck in $1 a month. It all adds up very much. So if you want, you can do $5 a month, which unlocks Beer Belly Last Call, our movie, gaming, comic, and TV show that we plugged a little bit earlier when John stepped away. But again, it does help out a lot. Again, patreon.com/BeerBellyPod. But links to everywhere you can find us in every episode description. Thank you so much. Let us know what we need to drink next episode. I'm looking forward to it. Again, DM us, comment, whatever. BeerBellyPod@gmail.com. Reach out. We appreciate y'all. And let us know what beer we need to have in future episodes. Whether it's immediately next episode or down the line. Your questions, comments, send them in. We want to know. Thank you for rating us at least 5 stars on all your favorite podcasting apps. Whatever you prefer to listen to us on. Helps out a bunch. It allows other people to be able to find the show algorithmically. So, muchas gracias, if you will.
Cool.
All right. We will see you next time. Keep an ear out for the silent T's. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye. They attack. They're silent. I got like 2 minutes. So I wanted to tell you this really quick. I ended up, because I got to pick up the wife. She has a dinner.
Oh, nice.
What the fuck am I trying to say? I had told you this when we met up. I ended up listening to the entire catalog of the 1975 in one go. On a
Okay.
work shift, so I did like 6 to 5 hours straight of
The
just
entire, up to now.
up to now.
I feel like I should do that now too, but I'm sure it gets weird after a while.
I've got to say their 2020 album was ass. It was
Okay.
the worst album ever.
Is that the one with People
I'm not sure.
where he
if I'm being
screams
honest.
on like the first song?
All of the first songs are called the 1975. All of them suck except for the
The classic one?
no, even the classic one I'm not a fan of, if I'm being honest with you.
I like it in the first 2 albums. Hana,
No, not for me.
1975.
Uh
2020 album.
this is the 2020 album.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
see
let
if
me
we can
see
see
this.
that ish.
I think that is the one with People on it. It should be like the first or second or after the other intro songs, the billion intro songs. I don't know.
So
I'm
I
probably
think
full of
peak.
Notes
I think
of additional
personally,
form. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I think peak 1975 is their most latest album. I think the one that came out in 2022.
I think has it been that long already? I know there's one that's what's it called? With the band or something like that. Is that what it's called?
In the song?
I thought the album was called that, I don't know. But yeah, Notes on Conditional Form in 2020. That is the one with People on it. It's just, from what I heard, yeah, it's okay.
It's pretty ass. That was the only album where I skipped like 3 songs. I made
You
myself.
didn't listen to all of it. God damn it.
I got about halfway from 3 of the songs. Like I promise you, I got halfway. I'm like, this is fucking trash. He raps in one of the songs. I'm like, what am I listening to?
Okay.
What are these guys fucking doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So most recent album, I think, is peak 1975.
Being funny in a foreign language.
That's with him on top of a car, right?
Oh, at their very best, Live from Madison. Yeah, yeah, it's him on top of the car. Correct. That's got like
Yeah.
"Oh Caroline" and stuff like that on it.
Happiness. I'm in
Yes,
love with you.
"Happiness." I'm in love with you.
So
Yes,
I will say that their first album has the most hits,
sure.
but their most recent album has like 10 less songs. All other albums are like 20 songs. They're
Yeah,
fucking long.
I think maybe that's why they for the latest album. I just looked right now; it's only 11. So they're probably like, let's just make it all good, you know?
Good. Yeah, and that's why I think it's peak because I don't think they have as many hits as the first one, but they also don't have as many swings.
Sure. Yeah, yeah. Swings and misses apparently.
Yeah. Nah. That only 2020 was the worst album possible. That was hard. That one was hard to get through.
Damn. I'm gonna have to go back to that one, but I will try to do it for you. I will try to do it for you. I'm not
You should
opposed.
do what I did. It's pretty cool to hear how they progress.
No,
Except
sure.
when they progress in the 2020 album. Then it's like what the fuck is going on?
That was like their Beatles doing acid phase, but instead of becoming brilliant, they just are on acid.
Yeah,
they,
exactly.
they think they sound brilliant, but it's just
It's pretty bad. It's not good.
any member of the 1975, come on the show. We'd love to talk to you about it.
Defend yourself, please, because I got a lot of shit to talk.
This is staying in the episode. I'm going to try to find a way to edit this in the middle of it.
Oh, yeah. John's review with tease at the beginning of everything.
We'll have
Okay,
to work
sir.
that out. But yeah, I appreciate you letting me know. I'm proud of you for doing that. That sounds sick.